It's not funny, but I mean, getting all his bones smashed with the hammer, his hands. Did you say his head cut off?
Yeah, they cut his head off, cut his hands off. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like pretty bad.
It's the baddest of the bad. It was horrible shit. But I knew a lot of guys like that. I knew a lot of because of the martial arts. There was a lot of like really tough guys that gravitated towards.
I truly hope you didn't know a lot of guys like that.
I didn't know a lot of guys like that, but I knew guys who were hitmen. I knew a guy who was a hitman for Whitey Bulger. I trained him. I trained him. I remember like teaching him shit because I was once after like a year or two of doing Taekwondo. My instructor offered me a job, and I was basically like teaching the younger lower belt classes, teaching them basic techniques, and I would teach like early classes and kids classes and stuff like that in exchange for training. So I didn't have to pay for training anymore, and I'd get a key to the school. I could go anytime I wanted. It was like they would do that with like the prospects, people that they thought really could have a potential. And so I was teaching a lot of people, and I was teaching this one guy, and I remember he goes, "You wanted to kill somebody, where would you hit him?" It was like a real question. It wasn't like an asshole just fucking around like, hey, if I was going to kill somebody. It was like, if you want to kill somebody, where would you hit him? I was like, the neck, maybe? He goes, that's what I think so, too, probably the neck.
What
like
a crew you were running with.
It was very strange. Well, it was like most people were respectable. But it's like, you know, if you have hundreds and hundreds of students and your business is teaching people how to fuck people up, you're going to get bad people that want to learn those skills. That guy went away. And I knew a couple of guys who went away who were in the South Boston mob. And that was the reason why Dana moved out of Boston. The South Boston mob, they were shaking him down when he was running a boxing gym. It was scary. There were scary fucking people. That's the Whitey Bulger situation because he was in bed with the FBI. Like they were letting him kill people. They were letting him sell drugs.
Departed.
The movie. Yeah,
right.
Departed. Yeah, that's real. Like that was all going on when I was a kid in Boston, and I was connected to people that wound up like a good friend of mine who was a comic. His brother was in Whitey Bulger's crew and wound up getting arrested and going to jail. His brother that I knew very well from the gym. So I knew a few of those guys. Yeah.
I don't have any of those stories. I grew up in a little suburb.
I did too.
Granted.
I grew up in Newton. I was living in Newton.
Yeah, no,
But the school was in Boston. So I would go into Boston, and most of my friends were from the inner city. Most of my friends were from Chelsea and, you know, Dorchester and these, you know, young, tough kids who would come from these, you know, bad neighborhoods and bad households. Those are the ones that made the best fighters.
Well, that still remains true.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.